Hi, I'm Mark, and this is my review for the Nuvo Clarineo. Essentially, it's a clarinet made of plastic. The main differences between this instrument and an actual clarinet are: it's made of plastic. Number one, it's in a different tuning, and it's simplified key system. It's lighter, considerably lighter, thinner. The circumference of the tube is thinner, it's shorter, easier to maintain. Because it's plastic, it can get wet, so you can play it in the rain if you so desire, but it's easier to clean. You can soak it in the bath or in the sink, even if you take it to bits, put it in the dishwasher. Playing wise, it's in a different key. The normal clarinet is in B flat, standard clarinet. This clarineo is in C. So I'll just briefly explain what that means. It's a fully chromatic instrument, so it can play all the notes as a clarinet can. But the difference is, if you play a C note on a piano, you will hear the note C. Yeah. If you play the note C on a normal clarinet, you'll actually hear a B flat. Okay. So that means a clarinet player can't stand over the shoulder of a pianist and play along with them, because they need different music. They need it transposing for their instrument, but the clarineo doesn't need that. So you can share music with your friends, which is great for anyone wanting to jam along, or for a beginner who can't be bothered with transposing. And I would point out, be bothered with transposing. If you're going to do any serious music, you want to learn how to transpose, especially if you are going to play a clarinet. But the clarineo, if you're doing that as an instrument on its own right, which it is an instrument of its own right, so that's fine. You don't need to transpose. But if you are looking to move on to the clarinet, you will need to learn how to transpose. So what else can I say about this instrument? To look at it, it looks very similar to a clarinet. It is missing a couple of keys, but it isn't missing notes. You can still play all the notes on this, just slightly different fingerings. With a clarinet, there are some notes that you can play two different ways, and on this, maybe you can't. You can just play it the one way, but there will be a way to play all the notes. For example, these two things here, these two keys. On a clarinet, there's 4 keys there, and on this there's only 2. There's 1 key here. On a clarinet there's 4. It means you have to play things slightly differently. Trills are going to be hard in certain keys, but for the basics, it's easier. It's definitely smaller. You notice that picking it up. If you are used to a clarinet, it is much smaller, because it is designed really for children, because it's so light. So if you're a clarinet player and you can no longer play the clarinet because it's too heavy, get one of these and play away. It is really, really light. And even though it's made of plastic, it's durable. It doesn't feel delicate. It's not going to break. You can, it'll be safe in a child's hands, I think. Well made enough. It's not going to last years and years, but it won't break the first week you get it. What else can I say? Let's see. You've got a built-in thumb rest at the back, which is quite nice. On these keys, that's what I will say, they've got these little roller bits. I don't know if you can see those spinny bits. So I suppose these are there. They must be there for a reason, to help you, but they actually hindered me. I kept rolling off that key onto that key. Takes a little bit of getting used to if you are used to playing clarinet, but I don't personally like those, but they might be good for you. Don't like the cap much. There we go. Yeah, that happens occasionally to me. I'm going to have to practice a bit more with that. Reed-wise, it takes E-flat clarinet reeds. Not B-flat, which a normal clarinet does, but E-flat clarinet reeds. This actually comes with some plastic reeds. I didn't get any in mine. I had some trouble with my order and didn't get the plastic reeds, so I can't tell you anything about them. But stick an E-flat clarinet reed on it and you're good to go. It also comes in a nice case and with a DVD and with a book. I'll just briefly show you those. There's the little first steps with the Clarineo. For a beginner, great. Anything more than a beginner, this is rubbish. This is the worst thing for me about the Clarineo, because I'm not really a clarinet player yet. I'll get there, but I'm a beginner. So this book doesn't give you all the notes. It only gives you like a diatonic scale, major scale, which is no good for playing in other keys and for changing keys and all sorts. So I was annoyed with that. I could only play in the key of C for a while until I learnt the clarinet properly and then worked out the other notes on the Clarineo. But that was a bit annoying. But for the more advanced, intermediate advanced player, you'll pick it up and be able to play it, no problem. Also comes with this nice bag and all the stuff you'd expect, the cork grease and wipes and things to take care of it, as well as a DVD of how to play, but very similar to this. It's not expansive, or it just tells you, how to change the reed, how to blow into it, how to hold your face properly, that kind of thing, and a few notes. So that's it from the Clarineo. I'll just now give you a sound demo of that and a sound demo of the a normal B-flat clarinet alongside, so you can compare. Something like that. Now the same thing on a B-flat clarinet. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, post them down in the comments. I'll try and get back to you if I know the answer. Thanks for watching.